Hi, my name is Sarah Jo Morris. I'm so thankful that you have joined me here today on Strollin with Sarah Jo. And the topic I have today is something that's really been on my heart and I've really been working through, honestly, the last, year or so. And that's this idea of time. And it's such a loaded topic, isn't it? Like, it's something that I'm getting more and more convinced that gets used as an excuse, like, I don't have time. It is probably one of the number one excuses that I hear, but also that I'm very knee-jerk reaction use. And I've really felt more convinced and convicted lately, within the last year, that the use of I don't have time is just a lie we tell ourselves. See, the truth is we do have time if it's something that's important to us. So the last year or so, I started to substitute the phrase, I don't have time, with that's not a priority for me. And I just kind of saw how that felt. And I'm gonna be honest, it kind of hurt my feelings a lot. And it really made me aware how I needed to rethink my priorities. So think about it. Okay, let me just bring this in. Let me just kind of get us on the same page for this. So think about it. Instead of saying, I don't have time to work out, we said, my health isn't a priority to me. Ow. Or I don't have time to hang out and play with my kids became, hanging out and playing with my kids isn't a priority. Serious. Ouch. I don't have time to run my business and gain financial freedom becomes financial freedom is not a priority for me. It just feels different. Like, it's just such a different feel to it. And so anytime I start thinking, I don't have time, I rephrase it and see how it feels. Is it something that I'm okay with it feeling that way? Or is it something that makes me go, ew, no, that's not okay. That's not okay. The more I've done it, the better I have gotten about truly setting my priorities and following through in a productive way. Like figuring out, okay, so this needs to become more of a priority. I need to make this happen. Or, yeah, no, I can let that slide. And I full-heartedly believe in grace. And we're going to get to that here in a second. But so when I started this, it stepped all over my toes. I had not realized how much I used the phrase, I don't have time, before. And it was stepping all of my toes. It hurt my feelings. And so it's something that I've really tried to work on, especially when it comes to my family, our finances, my health, and just truly following through those things, because my health is a priority. Why? Because I want to be here to raise my kids, and that makes a difference when you put it in, I don't have time to go work out versus my health isn't a priority for me. Gosh, I challenge you to use that phrase, and it will shift your thinking in so many different ways. But like I was saying, I full-heartedly believe in grace also. So I believe in grace for others, grace for ourselves, but I also think there is this line, because sometimes society, we talk a lot about the grace side of things and forget about how important accountability is too. So I really feel like there is a balance to be found there. We need to hold ourselves accountable. Sometimes we have rough days. That's different. Sometimes you're going to need the rest more than you need to go do the workout, and that's okay. And you're going to have that grace with yourself to make that happen. However, if it's, I don't ever have time to work out, then that's an accountability issue that we need to focus in on. Where are our priorities? Now, I'm just using working out because I feel like that's a very common one. Insert whatever it is for you there. and use that. Maybe it's I don't have time for a quiet time. Maybe it's I don't have time to go play with my kids. Maybe it's I don't have time to ever do the laundry. Whatever it is for you. But we need to hold ourselves accountable. So there's this balance that really has to happen when we have grace for ourselves, when we mess up and things just don't go as planned and work the way we intended. But we also have to hold ourselves accountable for our actions and our mindsets and what needs to happen in order for success to occur or to get to the end goal of whatever that is. So although sometimes it's really easy for us to say, oh, you are just so busy, and us to accept that and we wear it as a badge of honor, that can also cause us to use it as an excuse to stay right where we are or even self-sabotage ourselves. This is in no way an attempt to shame anybody into thinking a certain way or trying to act a certain way. It's just to challenge ourselves to hold ourselves accountable when it would be super easy to let ourselves off the hook. I was there for so long that I don't want other parents, moms, grown-ups, whoever, people, young adults, to waste their time thinking, I don't have time for this, when really it's just a shifting of priorities. Really, it's a decision of what am I going to invest in. And so I just challenge you to think about it this week. As you're speaking to yourself, as you are having people speak to you, when somebody says, well, you're just so busy, do you go, yeah, I am, and roll with it? Or do you go, I make the choices on what I'm busy with. I choose to be very busy with my kids' activities. Some people think we're nuts, but I choose to invest that way. I'm okay with being a little crazy because they're getting to do some stuff they love. That is a choice I am actively making. Now, while we're at that practice, I'm going to make the choice to maybe get some work done, read a book, write some notes, whatever. But like, in the end, it's our choice what we do with our time. Nobody makes us. We say yes, we set boundaries. So again, have grace with yourself if something's not going the way it's intended today. I'm talking about when we have a continual, consistent or not consistent way of doing things. But plug that in this week. I challenge you to think about that. Plug in instead of, I don't have time, I'm too busy. That's just not a priority for me. And there are going to be some things that you can sit with that and be like, yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that not being a priority right now. And then there's going to be some stuff that stabs you a little bit deep in the heart. And I challenge you, when it does that, make the change. I hope today blessed you. I hope it challenged you in some way. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here and listening to all of the random strollings with Sarah Jo and just all my random thoughts that keep hitting me. So anyways, I hope you have a great night. Thanks again for listening in.